Part of the shells which form the roof of the Sydney Opera House, still under construction after 10 years of work. More than 4 years in, construction proceeds at a glacial pace. The tramshed at Bennelong Point Circular Quay before the Sydney Opera House was built. Judges review entries in the design competition for the new Sydney Opera House. The tramshed at Bennelong Point is demolished to make way for the construction of the Opera House. The site of the Opera House is prepared for construction. Tradesmen working on the construction of the Sydney Opera House live in caravans on site at Bennelong Point. The ocean liner Canberra passes the construction work on the Sydney Opera House. By 1961, construction was running 47 weeks behind schedule. The Opera House begins to take shape after 4 years of work. Podium structure complete, 1962. Architect Utzon in front of the Sydney Opera House, 8 years after his design was selected and 6 years into construction. Students protest and march from Sydney Opera House to Parliament House in Sydney after the resignation of architect Utzon. Architect Jorn Utzon after a press conference with a scale model of the Sydney Opera House. While the exterior of the Opera House was mostly completed in 1966, the interiors had to be significantly redesigned after Utzon's resignation. Leading hand carpenter Norm Delmas of Ermington takes levels, left, as apprentice. University of Sydney students armed with posters protest against the architect's appointments for the Sydney Opera House, April 20, 1966. The design architect of the Sydney Opera House, Peter Hall, with a model of the building, May 5, 1968. Mr. R. Consigli, one of many architects consulting on the building of the Sydney Opera House, is pictured with a model showing the main halls of the Opera House as it will stand in its finished state, December 1969. Design architect Peter Hall, Wright, and R. Consigli with a model of the Sydney Opera House, December 8, 1969. Shell structure, circa 1965. The Opera House, circa 1965. Tiles complete, circa 1968. Minister for Public Works Davis Hughes and Premier Robert Askin tour the concert hall of the Sydney Opera House during construction. Hughes had forced Utzon's resignation 5 years earlier. Sir Roden and Lady Cutler, and Sir Robert and Lady Askin with Queen Elizabeth II and the Duke of Edinburgh at the opening of the Opera House. The opening of the Opera House, 14 years after construction began. View from the west. The main concert hall during a performance. The Opera House, backed by the Sydney Harbour Bridge, from the Eastern Botanic Gardens. The building illuminated at night.